Hey, what's up, everybody? Lorenzo here with Alternative City Comics. Uh, as some of you know, for the past year, past 13 months actually, I was a subscriber to the Comic Tom 101 Mystery Mail Call. In this video, I'm going to show my top 10 favorite comics from the Mystery Mail Call, and also some of the worst picks that I got from the Mystery Mail Call as well, some of the real clunkers. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how much I spent and what my opinion is, and do I think if it's worth it. So stick around to the end for that. Okay, let's get started right away with well, might as well just start with the worst. Worst picks. Okay, the worst books that I got in the Mystery Mail Call. In no particular order. Metal Shark Bro, #1. Now, it had a great homage cover to Submariner #5 with the tiger shark cover and all that. And that's where it pretty much ended. And unfortunately, that was my first Mystery Mail Call of my subscription. It was kind of a letdown. That was the featured book. There were no other featured books. There were just 5 other common books. Some of them are like your average dollar books, and books that I don't even read, like Superman, and like random books that I don't collect. So yeah, that was one of the worst ones. Metal Shark Bro was one of them. Power Rangers #1. That was, I think, just from November of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reboot they did over at I think Boom. No particular reason, just that I don't read that title, and that was the featured book for that month. That was the exclusive for that month, and right now I think that I was only able to get like a few weeks after that book came out. I was only able to get like cover like $5 for that book on eBay. So that was a disappointment. that one being the featured book, it should be, I would think, worth more than that. Long Live Pro Wrestling #1. That was also a featured #1. Not a pro wrestling fan, at least not big enough to care about it in comics. I mean, I was kind of a fan of The Rock when he first came out back in the day, but I am not by any means a pro wrestling fan. And Thor #1, which was, I think, the second Mystery Mail Call that I received. And that was the In-Hug Lee cover. Pretty decent comic. At the time, it went, I think, at the most, maybe for 25, maybe $30, right at the minute it came out. And then just plunged off the cliff from there. Recently, that book, I've seen it go for $4 on eBay. Okay, now, on to the good stuff. Honorable mentions. Honorable mentions. Null #1. That was in the December of that just passed mail call. That was Nick. Oh God, I can't remember his name. Nick. What's his? I forget what his name was. It was a variant cover, and it was a pretty decent cover. And also, right now, I see it's going for like $15 online, which is, you know, okay, I guess. Dune #1, that was the October of this past year. That was going for like maybe $15. I don't really read Dune, but that was the featured book of the month. And it's a nice cover. It's a pretty nice cover book. The Mall #1. Had never heard of The Mall. That was a featured book. That one also came signed by artist Piper and the writer. So at the time it was kind of cool, but it's one of those things. It's a long-term play. I'm gonna hang on to it. Maybe when the Mall movie or series, whatever it is, comes out, I'll be able to flip that, because it's not a book that I read. And and also I got 2 copies of Godzilla in Hell, the comics dungeon variant, and it turns out it was so weird. I got one month and one like 2 months ago. So I'm thinking there's like a stack of those over at Mill Geek Comics somewhere. And that book is a solid $10 to $12 book. So I don't read that book, but I was able to get $10 for it on eBay. And that's good enough for me for a book that I don't read. Okay, now on to the top 10. Number 10, Shang-Chi #1. That was an exclusive book, a Comic Time exclusive. Beautiful cover, beautiful cover. I think it was also, maybe it was the same month as the Null #1, I forget which, but anyway, nice looking cover. That book I saw go for like $4 the other day. So it doesn't really matter because I like that cover and I'm reading Shang-Chi. So once again, long-term play. I mean, it came with the mail call. It is what it is. I'll probably hang on to it just because I like the cover. Number 9. Now these books are in no particular order as far as value goes. They're in the order of how much I like the book, how much I enjoy the book. So number 9 is Spider-Woman #1. The Spider-Woman #1 variant came out early in 2020. At the time I was reading Spider-Woman. I ended up being very disappointed with the series. Not Comic Time's fault by any means, but it was a very cool cover. And right now, that cover of that book actually is going for like, I think if you can find it, it's not a lot of them out there. Maybe everybody that's got one, or that wants one has got one, but I've seen the one sold recently, I think maybe in November for like $25. Well, that's pretty cool. And I have like about 6 or 7, for some reason I bought a bunch of Spider-Woman #1 variants with high hopes for the series, and I ended up dropping the series by issue number 4 or 5, the one right after the Timeless variant. So that was a disappointment with the series, but that #1 was pretty nice. Number 8, Headless #1, the Peach Momoko variant. That was a Comic Time exclusive. That book at the time was getting like maybe $30 if you want to sell it. See, the thing about these Comic Time exclusives is you need to sell them right away. As soon as you get them, if you're going to sell them, sell them. If you're going to put them in your PC, put them in your PC and keep them for the long haul. Because the longer you keep them, the more the value goes down. That's pretty much a common thing with modern books anyway. So no difference here. I do like that Peach Momoko cover. I did have it on eBay for a while. Did not sell at the price I put it at. And so I took it down. And I'm going to hang on to that because I think Headless is going to be a thing at some point. And I'm a fan of Momoko's art. And I'm a fan of that series. I did a review of that series back in my comic book review playlist. You can check that out. Number 7. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #109, the John Boy variant. I got, I think, the 1 in 1700 cover, the color cover. TMNT is enjoying a rebirth right now, and rightfully so. It's one of the best books out there. I was a little late jumping on that bandwagon. Now I'm totally on it. So yeah, I mean that at the time that book's like maybe like around 20. Right now it's around maybe more than maybe 10 maybe. Yeah, it's like a $10 book now. So it's fine. It's going to be in my collection. I'm going to hang on to that. I'm not concerned about getting more money for that one. But that was an exclusive. That was pretty good. Number 6, Marvel Comics 1000. Now this was not a Comic Time exclusive. This was just a throw-in book. And it ended up being one of the better books, I think, of that month, which was kind of unfortunate. That one right now is right at cover price, maybe $10. You'll be able to get that for $10 online in a lot of places, which is pretty cool because that Marvel Comics 1000, they printed. I mean, they made like a zillion covers of that. So a lot of those Marvel Comics 1000 did not hold their value, and you can probably get them for like, I don't know, half cover price. With I think we're $9.95 cover price. It was kind of a money grab because it was number 1000. There's some good artwork. Some of the covers are worth a lot more. The Liefeld one, I just like it. You know, it's going to be in my personal collection, and you know, it holds its value. So if I do decide to flip it, I can do that too. So it's nice to have the option and not be holding just a piece of paper that you don't care about, and you can't even get a buck for it back. You know, so there's that. Number 5, Wolverine #1. The Wolverine #1 was early in, I want to say maybe March of 2020. That was also an Enoch Lee cover. At one point, the Wolverine #1 was going for $50. And in fact, I saw the #1, the Wolverine #1 and the Thor #1 Enoch Lee cover both go for $75 a couple of times when they first came out. Once again, you're going to sell them early. Right now, that one is around maybe $25. I didn't sell that one because I like it. I'm hanging on to it to this day, and I'll probably hang on to it for at least for the foreseeable future in the personal collection. Number 4, Ice Cream Man #3. Ice Cream Man #3 was also a book that came in the mail card. It was not one of the, it ended up being one of the better books, even better than the, I forget what the exclusive of the month was that time, but Ice Cream Man #1 ended up being probably the best book in the haul. Right now, Ice Cream Man #1 is steady at like $20. Ice Cream Man #3, excuse me, is steady at $20, and going up, because Ice Cream Man is hot right now. You can get those early issues. You can get them. They're all, you know, #1 I think is like maybe over $100, and there's also variants that are, you know, different prices. And to get that one in the haul, that was a really good day. Number 3 is Ironheart #9. Now this was a surprise because I was not reading Ironheart. I was aware of her. I knew she's a major part in the in the Marvel universe going forward. They've already cast her, I believe. And that Ironheart #9, not the Iron Man #9 was her first appearance. This is Ironheart #9 where she goes to Wakanda, and there's like a Shuri appearance, and I'm not sure if the Panther's in there or not, but that was a surprise book. That was kind of a sleeper. Everything Ironheart is just blowing up right now. Her first appearance is going through the roof. Riri Williams is, you know, she's going to probably be the new Marvel hero in the Iron Suit going forward. So it's nice to have an early appearance by this popular character, and that's going to be in my PC as well. I'm going to hang on to that. Number two, it was almost my favorite book overall. It's these top two almost my 1 and 1A of my favorite books. Number 2 is Usagi Yojimbo #10. This was a complete surprise. This, at the time, when I first pulled it, I didn't realize how good of a pull that was. This is the first printing of that book, and it has Leonardo from the Turtles is in there on the cover. He has a guest appearance in there, and it's also the first appearance of one of Usagi Yojimbo's nemesis. So it's the first appearance, and it's the turtle appearance in that #10. And right now, that's around maybe a $50 book. So I'm not going to sell that. I could have sold it a while ago, but this is a book that I love the artist, I love the character. So that's probably that definitely is the top 2 jewels in my Comic Tom pulls, I would say. Now for the #1 book. #1 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #110, Peach Momoko variant, which just came out in the last mystery mail call, and in the December mystery mail call. I stuck around for one more month for that book. I was going to quit because it would have been 12 months in November. But I saw that they were going to do that one. You know, the 110 is it had a Momoko cover, and it has the last Ronin preview in it. So I stuck around for that, and I'm glad I stuck around for that. Right now it's only like maybe 20 or 25, maybe 30 bucks online, but I don't care. I mean, it's that's, like I said, with the Turtle books, I'm gonna hang on to those just because they're great to read, and you know, their value will, I think, speak for themselves down the road. So it was a tough call between that one and the number 10 Yojimbo, but Yojimbo, I was going to say Yojimbo, but those two are my two favorites by far. There was some, like I said, honorable mentions, and there were a lot of $5 books, $1 books, and there were literally two True Believers books back to back, and I had some other people unboxing stuff online, and they they had the same complaints. You're literally giving me a $1 book. So yeah, that's kind of bogus right there. I got a Blastar first appearance, and what else? The Devil Dinosaur True Believers, which is probably one of the better True Believers. But you know, it's $1 to a $5 book at best. In summary, first I want to say that I really enjoyed Comic Tom's content. Thanks to him, I'm collecting comics again. I just got back into really collecting comics again back in early 2020 after watching his videos. Yeah, I was going to my local comic shop from time to time, but I wasn't subscribing to anything, and I wasn't really collecting. But after watching Tom's videos, you know, he has such enthusiasm. He just seemed like a cool dude, you know. And with the top 10 and with the Golden Age Guru and Russ Bright and Fire Guy Ryan and all these guys, you know, they seem like personable characters, you know, and they're talking comics and they're sitting in the back of their comic shops, you know, just talking smack, talking about comics. That being said, the numbers for the subscription, let me give you those. I was paying $35.99 a month when I started, and not a few months into it, they raised the price, which is understandable because, you know, it's shipped priority mail. That's about $8. If you get a discount, it's not that much of a discount if you're a big shipper. So it's $8 included with that $35.99. Oh, let me give you the total. 13 months at $35.99 a month. That came out to $467.87. That's over 450 bucks. And like I said, they now have raised the price. So now the price is, I think, $36 plus they charge $7 or $8 for shipping. So now it's over $40 now, like 42 bucks for the mystery mail call where to sign up today. Okay, $467, you know, $470 if you're going to be signing up now, it's going to be like close to 500 bucks. I could reallocate that 500 a lot better if I would just choose the books that I want rather than be dependent on the selection of someone else, like this whole lottery thing. Now, if I just want to support the station or support the channel, cool. I mean, that's what I did for a year. I mean, for getting me back into comics, I'm going to sign up for your mail call for a year. I'm going to see what I get, you know. And I got some okay books. Now, if you're a person where that doesn't really matter to you, you can afford to spend 40 bucks a month and not care if you get anything, you know, super decent out of that 40 bucks. Cool, great. I mean, you're supporting a good cause. But I have to allocate my comic book funds a lot more, a lot more strict than some people. You know, I'm not a big baller when it comes to buying lots of books. I don't you know, I don't even own a slab book. You know, some folks are getting like, you know, Tom and the guys, they're getting books slabbed all the time. Like, you can slab this, slab that. You know, they got tons of slab books, and you know, I don't even do that. You know, think about getting a couple things slabbed, but no, that's not the point. You'd be a lot better off if you're a person who wants to just decide what you want to spend your money on by spending that money at your local comic shop, or going to some of the places like I go, like mycomicshop.com, Comics Elite sometimes, Black Kid Comics, and my comic shop. I mean, they have like a $5 shipping fee, and if you pre-order like from from the previews, you get like a sweet discount. If you're looking to pick books that you want, you can pick these books ahead of time, and you can spend that $40 and get a ton of books with a $5 shipping. You know, for instance, you know, I'm not sponsored by them, but you know, if you want to sponsor me, I'll take it, because you know, I endorse the service because I like it. But yeah, the point being, you can allocate that money a lot better yourself. Buy what you want rather than wait for someone to send you something that is at their discretion, and you have no control over what you're going to get. You know, I wish them well. You know, I've done my time on the Mystery Mail Call. I'm still going to watch the channel, but you know, I'm going to spend that money, you know, in other ways. So, long story short, too late. If the money means nothing to you, if you just want to support the channel, go ahead and do it. If you're really looking to get some really good books on a regular basis, you're probably better off picking your own books. You can pick exclusives from other sellers and just pay the exclusive price, like what, $25 for exclusive books, and you're just picking your exclusive, and you're just gambling with that. So you picked that one. You didn't, oh well, I gotta take this, you know, Power Rangers exclusive because, you know, that's the exclusive this month. You know, I don't read it. But you can pick your own exclusive. You know, it's better to do it yourself. You guys can make your own decisions. Leave a comment if you have any opinion about it one way or another. If you subscribe, or if you're thinking about subscribing. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. I'm gonna just go forward and spend that money elsewhere. So that's all for this video, folks. I'm going to have a haul video coming up on Thursday. The shipping is back on time with the holidays being over and all that. Probably do a review later on in the week. And I am working on a drawing video right now. So I've said it before, but I do have it in the editing process right now. So there'll be a short drawing video coming out this week too at some point. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll be back again later on this week, and every week, God willing, coming up with a new video. So I'll be seeing you around. Thanks for stopping by, and hey, keep reading comics. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.